ever wondered how giants are born? How a simple game played by workers in churches and even in pubs grew into the global phenomenon we know as the Premier League. Today, we're diving deep into the origin stories of 5 of England's most iconic football clubs. First up, the Red Devils. Manchester United was born in 1878, but not as the global powerhouse you see today. The reborn Manchester United had arrived, and they were here to stay. When you think of United's greatest icon, one name stands above all others: Sir Alex Ferguson. Over 26 legendary years, he rebuilt the club from the ground up and led them to an astonishing 38 trophies. He defined an era. But every hero needs a villain, and for many United fans, that role is played by the Glazer family. The disagreement was so intense it literally split the club in two. As Everton moved out, Liverpool Football Club rose from the ashes, making Anfield their fortress. Their rise was meteoric. In 1901, just 9 years after their founding, they were crowned champions of England, a victory that shocked the nation and announced the arrival of a new footballing force, Liverpool's immortal hero. There can only be one: Steven Gerrard, the captain, the heartbeat, the loyal warrior. For years, he carried the club on his shoulders, delivering moments of pure magic and inspiration. He was more than a player. He was the embodiment of Liverpool's spirit. But the club also faced its darkest days. The biggest villains in their modern history are widely seen as Tom Hicks and George Gillette. The American owner's disastrous reign nearly drove the club into financial ruin, a nightmare from which it took years to recover. Liverpool's rivalries are steeped in industrial pride and a relentless hunger for trophies. Their greatest rivals are, naturally, Manchester United in a historic clash for national supremacy. And then there's Everton, the Merseyside derby, a unique rivalry born from the same stadium. A family feud that divides the city in two. From red to blue, we cross back to Manchester. Manchester City's story begins in 1880, not on a pitch, but in a church. They started as St. Mark's, a team created with a noble purpose to unite a community struggling with social problems. Football was their vehicle for hope and identity. Their first major breakthrough came in 1904 when they won the FA Cup. This victory put them on the map and made them the very first team from Manchester to lift a major national trophy. If you ask any City fan for their greatest icon, one name will be screamed with passion: Sergio Aguero, the man who delivered the single most dramatic moment in Premier League history. That last-second goal, that iconic commentary ... Aguero, he etched his name into football immortality. But what about a villain? It's a complicated one for City. Many point to Mario Balotelli, a player of breathtaking genius and frustrating chaos. He was loved, he was hated, a walking headline capable of both magic and madness. A villain, maybe. A legend, definitely. City's rivalries exploded after massive investment transformed them into a global superpower. Their main rivals are, of course, Manchester United in an epic battle for control of the city. And more recently, Liverpool, a modern rivalry defined by some of the most intense and high-quality title races the league has ever seen. Let's head south to the capital. Arsenal began its life in 1886 as Dial Square, a humble team formed by workers at the Royal Arsenal Munitions Factory in South London. Their journey was one of constant evolution. They changed names, they controversially moved across the city to North London, and slowly, but surely, they built themselves into a giant of English football. Their first truly major trophy arrived in 1930, under the guidance of the legendary manager Herbert Chapman. A true revolutionary of the game, they won the FA Cup. This was the dawn of Arsenal's first golden era, their greatest idol. For a generation of fans, it's Thierry Henry, the king of Highbury. He was the perfect striker, a breathtaking combination of elegance, speed, and lethal finishing. Finally, we arrive at Chelsea, a club with a truly unique origin story. Chelsea was born in 1905, not on a training pitch, but inside a pub near an empty stadium called Stamford Bridge. The founders had a stadium, but no team to play in it. So, they decided to create one. Chelsea's rivalries ignited after their transformation in the 2000s. Their top rivals include Arsenal, a battle for London pride and Premier League supremacy, and Tottenham, another local rivalry fueled by geography and fierce competition for a top spot. They are the pillars of English football. They carry the history of their cities, the dreams of their communities, and the passion of millions around the world. Their stories of heroes, villains, and epic rivalries have shaped the identity of the beautiful game in the United Kingdom. And their legacies will continue to inspire for generations to come. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through football history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from the world of football. See you in the next one.